Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia Soiree at the end of Tokusata's route. We will either get his happy ending in this part or the next one. I don't know. We got one chapter after the one we're currently in, so like 1.5 chapters. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, hey, if you're heading to the Green District, want some company? Oh, you need to go there too? After my new letters were inspected, Kuroba came running to catch up to me. Okay, I was like, didn't click. It's nothing urgent. I found an error in the medical bill for the Green. Well, if you don't mind. I bowed to Kuroba and he drew closer to me. It seems like something's wrong with Lord Tsuneho. I got Akaza's approval, so let's go see what's going on. Ah, it's so nice here in the Green District. Time seems to slow down in this kind of place. It sure does. The district looked no different from any other day. At least, as far as the passers-by were concerned. They smiled and bowed at Kuroba as they took notice of him. I checked Lord Tsuneho's medical records, and it doesn't seem like he has any chronic illnesses. But lately... Someone! Anyone! Help! Lord Tsuneho! Lord Tsuneho is... What's the problem? Blood! Blood! He just, all of a sudden, vomited blood! Could it be Haku? Kuroba held my arm tightly to prevent me from running to the manor. You stay here. Sudden... But the PT and the Y... Is it just hematitis? Do you say the P? I don't know how to say that. I don't know doctor words. Anyway, sudden whatever. Is an early symptom of Haku. It's not contagious in its early stages, but we need to play things safe. Hematitis? I don't know. Well, yeah, because I'm thinking of other words that are PTs, and you just say the T, so... Hematitis? That should be... But there was a... Okay. It just threw me off. I don't know medical terms. Anyway, I'd rather you look for Tokusata and tell him what's going on. He should be around here somewhere. Huh? Sis? Kuroba? What's with all the commotion? Tokusata, follow me. Now's your time to shine. Kuroba, did something happen to Lord Tsuneho? It seems like he's coughed up blood. What? Let's go, Tokusata. Right behind you. I heard Lord Tsuneho recovered, but I pray that this isn't a symptom of Haku. Please be well. I'm sure Kuroba can save him before he gets any worse. Oh, I'm going to go back to the Green today and talk to Lord Tsuneho. I can't read today. I can't words. I don't know. I can't speak is what it is. Just when Tokusata was about to put things back in order, as a crowd began to gather around Lord Tsuneho's manor, I quietly took my leave. Tsukiyomi, I'm so sorry to bother you while you're working. There's something I wanted to ask you again. You're always welcome here. Did Doma kill my mother? Did he kill everyone on Tenyo Island? My dear child, tell me who told you such a foolish lie. I feel like Tsukiyomi's like, I didn't know. Didn't they all kill themselves? Like, wasn't that what it was? Like, some, like, people showed up on the island and then they, like, freaked out and, like, to protect themselves or whatever. That's, like, some kind of fucked up defense mechanism. You know what I'm just saying? Like, I don't know. But hearing his response made me weak with relief. I'd never seen Doma as a good person. You're the only one. I think he's amazing. But I didn't want to hate him. I admit his motives and what he's doing are questionable. I don't know what they are, but I don't think that they're inherently evil. Are they selfish? Maybe. Are they totally selfless? Who knows? You know what I mean? Anyway. It doesn't matter as long as it's a lie. Someone meant to deceive you, did they not? I can trust Tsukuyomi, but I don't feel like talking about it right now. They were just playing a trick on me. Tsukuyomi's like, bullshit. My dear child, I suspect more will attempt to deceive you again. But bear this within your heart. Hakua and the women of Tenyo Island took their own lives to protect the sanctity of the white. That is a truth that I swear on the goddess Amaterasu. I understand. I'll make sure to never fall for something like that again. She just hugs Doma for no reason. He's like, the fuck? Anyway.
Hime! I'm so glad to see you're safe!
Daifuku came jumping at me the moment I entered my room. I'm so sorry that I was out all night, Daifuku. I had to do something important.
Something important, you say?
Oh, that's... I had to do one thing important. Oh! Daifuku, I've finally made my decision. Tokusada will be my husband. Look at his shocked Pikachu face. Shocked Daifuku face. Our feelings are mutual, but there are some loose ends that still need to be tied up. So please, pray for him. Daifuku quietly nodded in response. I like the fact that he was totally in love with Riku, and he's just like, he's got this angry face or a shocked face with Tokusada all the time. He's like, really? See, Daifuku and I are on the same page. Really? He's like 12. And not least in the CGs, but like, you know what I'm saying. He looks it. I was sure he understood what I said. He just doesn't ever seem happy about Tokusada, so, like, I don't know. Lady Amaterasu, please save Lord Tsuneho, and please protect my beloved soulmate, Tokusada. I gave him my flower. Literally, figuratively. He'll be my husband. Please, please protect Tokusada. I just think it's actually funny that they threw that in there, because, like, she did. Like, she sent the pink blade. Here we go, is our last chapter. She sent the, you know, Iroha flower, like, what would happen from the night fairy, you know, the lunar fairy, whatever, right? Oh, the flower is brought to your soulmate. So she literally did give him her flower, and then, you know, she gave him her flower too. So, like, kind of funny. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Because that's, like, such a, like, English idiom, right? Like, this is the first time the Kotowari has sent me a summons. The next day, I was standing here expecting the worst. A young man by the name of Tatsugi had come to the manor early this morning with a message requesting my presence. Is Tatsugi... Is he... What's his... Akaza's secretary or, like, assistant or whatever? Please see us at 10:30 this morning. It's so hard to get into Akaza's voice. Huh? Sis? Tokusada, why are you here? Actually, I've stayed here with Lord Tsuneho since yesterday, so... Here? Why here? Has he been recovering? Oh, there you are. There's something we need to talk about, so follow me. Well, you'll probably find out one way or the other, so I'll be frank. Lord Tsuneho was almost assassinated. Kurova? There are a number of poisons in the world that leave little to no trace at all. Among those is one that leaves a faint, floral scent. So faint that you wouldn't notice if you weren't looking for it. That was what I smelled on Lord Tsuneho. I managed to reduce the effects of the poison with the medical kit I had on me at the time. If we hadn't gone to the Green District yesterday, they'd be making arrangements for his funeral right now. Tokusada staggered back. So that's interesting, because you know damn well it was Nagusa and fucking what's-his-face and Kanan. And they sent Tokusada to go kill Doma, and they were going to kill him. Like... And it would be like, oh no, Lord Tsuneho died, and look at the, okay, whatever, and like, Now he's the leader of the Green with us. Like, I'm sure they were doing it so that their puppet, poor Tokisada, but he was being their puppet, let's be real, would then be able to take over as leader of the Green, but like, you know, interesting. I somehow held him up while trying to keep myself standing with what little strength I had. It's not the type of refreshment you'd relax with, so my guess is someone mixed it into his drink. I'm sorry, Tokisada, but I don't trust anyone in that manner, which is why I brought you here. Well, on the bright side, at least it wasn't Haku. Poisoned? What in the world was going on? In the back of my mind, I already had an idea who was behind all this. Yeah. But why Lord Tsuneho? Someone with his kind of reputation wouldn't make many enemies. Right? Unless we're missing something here. Listening to their conversation, Tokisana began to tremble. Maybe it's my fault. I feel like now is the right time to be like, oh, so I'm just gonna guess that maybe Kanan and Nagusa wanted to like overthrow the red, the blue, and the yellow, and then maybe they were thinking kill Lord Tsuneho so that Tokisada could then become the leader of the Green. And they're like, how would you know? I mean, I don't know. Just call it a hunch. Probably because Tokisada showed up to try to kill Doma. Without saying that, so that Tokisada doesn't feel bad, and they're not, like, looking at him like, you were gonna kill Doma? Like, seriously? Like, anyway. What do you mean? Tokisada looked at me with sad eyes. Don't tell me... I had a bad feeling about this. Sis, I want to tell them what I did that day. Alright. Tokisada took a few breaths to calm himself. I hope you mean the trying to kill Doma part or the us having sex part? Like, which part of that day? Obviously the Doma part, but it'd just be really funny if she's like, wait, which part? And he's like, the Doma thing? Oh, okay. They're like, what's the other part? None of your business. After a deep breath, he began speaking. Because of Lord Tsuneho, I was able to join the Green. The district's full of lush greenery, a beautiful river, and really kind people. I fell in love with it immediately, and I did my best to fit in with everyone. But the idea of what role I had to play as an outsider lingered in my mind, and I knew everyone else was interested too. But I don't have any power or wisdom like Lord Jigen and the others. But Lord Tsuneho didn't care about any of that. He really cared for me as if I were his own son. Not long ago, Lord Tsuneho suggested that I ask Olympia for a hand in marriage. If I was chosen to be her husband, then I'd have honorably fulfilled my role as an outsider. Or so I was told. I knew he was concerned about my well-being. It always felt like he was supporting me. Tokisada took a look at me. It was then I thought, God was finally on my side this time. And that same day, Sis had told me she wanted to bring about change, and I fell in love with her. Awkward. I didn't go to ask for your hand in marriage because I was told to. I did it because it was you, Sis. But as I got closer to her, his attitude started to change. Huh? He started accusing me of being an imposter, not a real outsider. Akaza and Cordoba frowned. That sounds sus. It was true that I hadn't accomplished anything on the island yet. I had no way of refuting his accusation. And then a week ago, the night he collapsed, he called me to his study. He told me because I was an imposter, he'd have me executed. So you're saying Lord Tsuneho's personality changed out of nowhere? Tokisada nodded. Let me backtrack a bit. After I arrived on this island, I was invited to a meeting by some of the men in the secondary classes. I hardly knew anyone here, so at first it was fun being with them since they told me all about the island. But one day it struck me... Tokisada hesitated for a moment. He looked at Akaza with a pained and apologetic expression. And they'd never openly criticize anyone, but they all despise the higher color classes. It started to scare me, so I used the bathhouse as an excuse to get away from Kanan and them. But after Lord Tsuneho told me he was going to execute me, I had no idea what to do. It was then that a messenger came from Kanan. Kanan's been poisoning Lord Tsuneho slowly. I felt like my heart was being torn apart. I could only imagine how Tokisada felt in disclosing all this. Strange how perfect the timing was, right? It was as if he'd had his eyes on me all along. Well, at least that's how it felt. Yeah, because he's got spies everywhere. We know this. I respect and trust you guys. Akaza, Kuroba, Yosuga, Sis. But that's why I couldn't tell you. I didn't want to let you all down. Tokasada dried his eyes roughly. Seeing him like this was making me irritated at a certain someone. He used Tokasada, who was struggling and stressed like this. Which is kind of what I said at one point, like, maybe that's exactly where this is going. Like, you know what I mean? He's using him. I'm like, whatnot. But at the same time, it is, but he still does the manipulating, like, hey, you don't miss me when I don't know. I still didn't like that. That still doesn't sit right with me. I don't hate Tokasada, but I just am like, why did you choose to make him like that? Again, I think they were going for, like, he doesn't, like, what? You don't think about me then when we're not alone? Like, he was being insecure, but I don't know. I don't feel like he's that stupid that he was so insecure that he was like, wait, you don't? Well, he's leaning in, getting closer and closer, knowing there's no way she can say no. You know what I mean? It's a little like, the fuck, yo. It just makes me, it's a little icky. I know he's a love interest. And again, I think if he was someone I was totally into, I probably would be like, whoa, okay. I mean, I'm going to take it, but like, there's some issues with this. It probably wouldn't bug me as much. But also, I just feel like it doesn't jive with me for, like, Tokasada. Like, he's kind of... I feel like on this island, he's insecure of himself and his place and everything, and that's clear from the way they've written him. I feel like maybe before, back in Japan, before he got beheaded, he was like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure of what I want to do and, like, whatever, and then ended up beheaded, and then ended up here and was like, I have no fucking idea of anything anymore, because I was pretty sure of myself, and I thought I was going to make a change for the better, and then I ended up dead, and my god forsook me, and the fuck is this shit, and now people, like, expect shit of me, and I got no magic, and I don't know, you know what I mean, like, just spiraled out of control. So then there's the, let me kind of manipulate you into kissing me. What the fuck? Although his weird reaction to our hair changing color and him freaking out about the soulmate thing, they still haven't really explained that. Like, I'm still, like, what was the point of that? Like, you know? I understand the hair thing freaking people out. But it was she said, well, you're my soulmate. And he was like, Like, he wasn't the one who kept asking and saying he wanted to be our soulmate. He still really didn't kind of explain what his issue was there. Unless it was just because he felt unworthy. I guess that's maybe what they were going for. It just didn't seem to fit. There's a couple little things about him in his story that I'm just like, it doesn't really fit with the picture you've painted for him. So I'm just like, I don't know, you know? Anyway. Tokasada, was he the one who told you to kill Doma? What? Wait, what? Kaza, fucking, the fuck? What the fuck? Tokasada turned his face away for a moment. But soon enough, after a few short breaths, he slowly looked at us again. I was the one who agreed, sis. I knew it was strange for me to think, but his response captivated me so. Perhaps it was the bold strength in his eyes. It was something I had never seen in him before. Yeah. He didn't drag me to the manor. I was the one who chose to go there myself. Yeah, but he lied to you to manipulate you to do it. Like, he told you exactly what he knew you wanted to hear to get you to go there, you know? Yes, I was the one who pointed my katana at him. Tokasada, I didn't want to die. I wanted to live on this island and be happy. Which is why I went to see Lord Doma with this katana on my back. He's not actually wearing it right now. All because I was weak and stupid. I wanted so badly to embrace him. Oh, that was me. I was like, why does he want to embrace fucking... Then I was like, I wanted so badly to embrace Doma? In case anyone else was confused. I wanted so badly to embrace him, Tokasada, not Tokasada wanted to embrace Doma. Wow. I wanted to hold him as tightly as I could. I was just really into reading his lines that I just didn't realize that it switched. I'm not smart today. And I was planning on taking full responsibility. After everything's settled, I'm planning to go see Lord Doma again. But there's still something I need to do. Tokasada took a breath, then slowly looked at us. In his delirium, Lord Tsuneo asked where Kanan was. Akaza, Kuroba, and I all groaned quietly at the same time. The one who provoked Lord Tsuneho was Kanon after all. Lord Tsuneho's too nice a guy to bring up the idea of execution out of the blue. Someone with a plan had to have whispered it in his ear. I never wanted to suspect Kanon or the others. But, if like Kuroba said, someone did try to poison him, I'm gonna capture the perpetrator with my own 2 hands. I absolutely cannot let them run free. Tokisada clenched his fists. Tokisada, I understand how you feel, but it'll be difficult to arrest Kanon without solid evidence. Even if we do have evidence of poisoning, that alone isn't enough to implicate Kanon. I know that, but what else can we do? Isn't there anything at all? First, we'll issue an arrest warrant on suspicion of conspiracy. The warrant will also include your name. Akaza! You heard the man. Hurry up and run, Tokisada. Huh? I'll do my best to defend you during the trial at Ishanaten. For now, I'll go and find Kanon. Of course, we'll try to find him too, but we still cannot be certain of his motives. For all we know, he could be waiting for his chance to take your life. I'm going with you. It's too dangerous, sis. Please go back to the manor. She's like, nah, bitch, I will kill him. What did I tell you? I will kill him. I will turn him to dust. I'll use my Batsu on him and kill him. And everyone else in the room is like, what now? Because we told Tokisada. It's no use. You should know by now that she's not the obedient type. I mean, you're right, I'm not, but also, like, it's a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing to... Look, there's just so much, like, racist, sexist bullshit going on in this game that, like, when your love interest says, she's not obedient. Damn right I'm fucking not. I'm not your property. I'm not a dog. Don't tell me what to do. This is a weird way of, like... It's just a trigger. Like, anybody... Like, any other game they say that, you're like, damn right I'm not. You wouldn't even bat an eye, but in this one, you're like, there's so much sexist bullshit going on here that that's more offensive than it should be. Like, it's safer that she stays with you rather than leaving her now, only to have her sneak out of the manor alone later. Akaza fucking knows me. He's like, just fucking take her with you, because she's gonna sneak out later. Tokisada, please protect her for us. Alright. I absolutely promise to keep you safe, sis. I'm pretty sure I can keep myself safe, thanks. Let's go, Tokisada. We have to find Kanon. But, you know, we gotta let him... But he does... I mean... Obviously, he's skilled with a sword, so he can protect us. Not like he's, like, a dainty, like, dandelion who can't. But we can also protect ourselves, so... So then, where should we start? He wouldn't be at Abisura, would he? Maybe we can ask Yosuga for help. He's got a lot of connections with people on the surface who might know where Kanon is. Sounds like a plan. Oh, I was like, who is Aohito? I'm like, am I supposed to remember this? Anyway, Lady Olympia, excuse me for bothering you. My name's Aohito, and I'm a friend of Kaina's. Have you seen Kaina anywhere by chance? We're due work soon, but I can't find him. Oh, you did not. I don't believe you'd attempt to escape now, so I worry they may have been in an accident. Tokusan and I looked at each other. This is not the twins. We're now in the last chapter with Pink Blade, so... The twin chapter, but uh-oh. Parted twins. Oh no, what did you do? Kaina, don't tell me. Kanon better not have manipulated you or done anything. Kaina, and of all the times... We're searching for someone too. We'll look for him along the way. Thank you very much. Kaina, isn't he Kanon's older brother? I doubt this is a coincidence. Which means that maybe Kanon's in Yomi. No one in Yomi can go up to the surface, right? So if Kanon's involved... We looked around the area. His familiar orange hair was nowhere in sight. Come to think of it, I don't recall Kanon ever talking about Kaina before. Really? Not even once? Not even before he was arrested. Remember how I told you I've known him since I first arrived? And now, see, this takes away every fucking second when you were like, but like, maybe Kanon loves his brother. Never talked about your brother at all. Yeah. Olympia, do you remember what I said earlier? That only the leader of the Orange would have the key to the warehouse. Could it be... Is he going after Kaina too? Tokisada, we need to find Kaina right away. I have a bad feeling about this. Yep, we should hurry and... It's gonna be a scream. Lady Olympia! Perfect timing! This time, Sasara came running toward us with her usual bright smile. Nah, okay, look. Sasara, you're fun and I love you and all, but I don't trust you right now. Maybe Sasara knows Kaina. We can ask her to help look for him. Do you know where Lord Kanon is? Huh? Why are you asking that? I saw Lord Kanon a while ago wearing a newspaper vendor uniform. His face was hidden, but there's no way I wouldn't recognize him. Alright, okay, girl, I trust you now. Maybe he changed his mind and came to see me. I'm so excited. Where did you see him? Behind the bathhouse, but then he just disappeared. Thank you, Sasara. We need to get going, so we'll see you later. Sis, there's a vendor ahead. Jump him. Oh, it's that fucker. Ladies and gentlemen. Hayurdi, did you see anyone else here wearing clothes like yours? These? I think I saw them in the garden. Garden? But I could be wrong. This area is my territory, so there shouldn't be any other vendors around. Sis, let's head over there just in case. Thank you, Hayurdi. I'll buy 10 of your Sujiorna next time. Like, was this what you wanted, Kanon? Then again, I guess it is. After all, neither of us will ever be happy on this island. You little fucker! I mean, I knew he was a little bastard, but I thought maybe he's actually like, this is my territory. Fuck that guy. Good, yeah! And he's like, haha, no, fuck everybody. Punk bitch. Sis, I wonder if this is a trap. Took us on a stop the moment we stepped into the corridor. Not that I doubt Hayurdi or anything. I do. Especially now. There isn't any way to escape the garden, right? Why would he try to hide there? You're right. I'm worried about Kaina missing, so why don't you stay here while I go check things out? But you'll be putting yourself in danger. I'm just gonna sneak a peek. Just stay here, alright? Tokisada! Then how about the both of you? A cold, hard object was pressed against my back, and a hand covered my mouth. Don't you make a sound. You should know that there's a gun to your back. Kaina was on the ground under the cherry tree. It looked like he was dead. Is he going to then... But Kanon, why would you... I was like... If it was Kaina, right? Lord Kanon down here. If Kanon was the nice brother and Kaina was the asshole, then like Kaina dragging his brother down here and then like knocking him out and then pretending to be him or whatever. But like, what would Kanon have to do with like, I'm gonna kill my brother and then and then go back and then like, ha ha ha, I'm still... You know, I feel like this is like not good for you. I'm just, well, we'll find out, but I'm kind of curious. No. He's still alive somehow. By the way, the cherry blossoms here are as beautiful as ever. There's a young lady I've wanted to see them with. Come on, this is no time for a chat. Were you the one who poisoned Lord Tsuneho? Come now, Tokisada. Do you seriously think I would do such a thing? The maid poisoned him. She believed that it was some kind of panacea. Or whatever. I have no idea what that is, but anyway. Tokisada took a step back, like you conned some other poor woman into killing him. How were you able to say such a thing so lightly? Because he has no soul. Because it doesn't bother me one bit, my good Tokisada. Seeing Kanon smile made my heart sink. He didn't seem to show a trace of remorse. Kaina's arm twitched weakly. Thank goodness, he really is alive. Kaina! Don't move. I stopped so quickly that I almost fell to the ground. Kanon, why did you drag Kaina into this? What in the world are you thinking? Here we go. What exactly is your motive? Suddenly, Kanon gave Kaina's back a light kick. Ugh. Do you remember, my dear brother? We used to play on the beach when we were kids. One day a broken model ship drifted ashore. We fought over it because we both wanted it. It was then that your foster parent, the wife of the Yellow Noble, came and said, It was arrogant for a child of the orange to want the same thing as a child of the yellow. And then I recall she whipped me with her hands 50 times. Even though he's leader of the orange, he's jealous of his brother because his brother got into the yellow, which is higher up than him. And then he's just like, but your brother got himself sent down here, so like, what the fuck? Okay. What? I was still so swollen a week later I couldn't hold a brush or chopsticks. I thought I might die. I suppose I was a fool to think we were alike. A cherry blossom petal fluttered down onto his hair. My hair. Speaking of hair, like I'm trying to put mine up because it just fell out. The garden was eerily quiet, which means I can't click my button over him. Oh, right. And there was one other thing. It was just when I turned 15 years old, I was struck with Haku. Huh? When I rushed to the hospital, I was told there was a yellow and blue with Haku as well. Priority would be given to their treatment. Well, okay, I mean, I can't fault you for being pissed off and hating this bullshit when you're basically being treated like a lesser human being. I can kind of understand you being a douchebag. You're still a douchebag, but I can kind of understand. You can't really blame him in a way. You're like, you're an asshole, but you know what? I mean, I can't. The world kind of made you this way. This was not a choice that you made. Like, hey, I've had a great life, but I'm gonna be a dick. You're like, this world's fucked up. Yeah, it kind of is. I feel like there's better ways to go about it, but Kanan is a douche, so. I couldn't immediately tell the meaning behind what he said. I doubted Tokasada could either. The medicine would be conserved for the upper class. Those in the lower classes would have to wait their turn. Thanks to them, I lost a part of my body. I held my breath as I stared at him. Oh. At the moment, I am occupied with crafting a leg for someone else. Kanan had a Haku? But his arms and legs are still intact. I don't see any evidence of Haku on him. What part could he be referring to? Me with my wide eyes like, oh, you're not going there. Kanan, we want to bring change to the island. Well, the thing is you don't know that one of his legs isn't like a fake leg. You can't tell. You know what I mean? It's not like he's walking around in like fucking booty shorts, We can't do it all at once, but little by little... You make it sound as though you're in the right, Tokasada. Huh? My brother's lover was executed because they broke the island's law. This was their fault. Kanan, and all this talk of changing the island, that's called rebellion, isn't it? Tokasada, you never learn. You were executed for the uprising you caused beyond the sea, and now you seek the same fate once again. I'm not mistaken, am I? Perhaps you two are the evil ones here. I don't mind being labeled a rebel. I still want to bring change to this island. You and Olympia really are insensitive. Huh? Some love hope, others love despair. Yes, despair is the only water that can nourish me. Kanan took a step forward. You want change, but no, you just want to make everyone suffer? See, you had me at that, like, it's not fair because I had to suffer and almost die so that everybody else could get that. Like, yeah, okay, I kind of understand where you're coming from. And like, oh, I was treated like I was beaten by this freaking woman because I was orange. And like, how dare I want a toy that my brother wanted? And like, all this shit, you know what I mean? You're like, no, I get why you're bitter. And then he's like, I just want everyone to suffer. Okay. I was with you being angry at being mistreated and being treated like a lesser form of life just because you're in the orange class versus red, yellow, or blue. But then you kind of spiraled off the, like, let's burn we need to change this fucking system. Yeah, it's suffer everyone. Wait, what? What fucking field are you in? You're not even in left field. You're just fucking we're not even playing the same game here. What the fuck? Kanan took a step forward. As he did, the gun in his hand came closer. Stop, Kanan! The Tenyo women of the White are tasked with the worship and protection of the sun. So if I kill her, will the sun eventually disappear? Kanan! We don't need the sun to rise anymore. A world like this should just fall to darkness for all I care. Yeah, he doesn't want to change the world. He just wants to light it all on fire. This is a little extreme. Stop being such an idiot! Tokasada, I never believed a good person like you could kill Lord Doma. I expected you to be arrested and executed, but Lord Doma's kindness did come as a surprise. See, everybody's so surprised that he's, like, actually a cinnamon roll. Like, I'm not. This is what I expected the whole time. Lord Doma's gonna be, like, the nicest, sweetest fucking, like, cinnamon bun in the fucking game. That actually would come as a little bit of a surprise. But I still love him. I was rather unlucky with Lord Tsuneho as well. If only that lousy doctor hadn't been there. It was Lady Amaterasu's divine intervention. Whoa, girl! Okay, back it up. Kuroba was there at the right place, the right time. Let's not be giving your god credit for Kuroba, like, saving this man's life. Poor fucking Kuroba. He's like, what the fuck? Don't make me laugh. Only a woman from Tenyo Island would say that. Well, since luck continues to elude me, I figure I'd give a last shot at inviting darkness to the world. So now, who wants to be killed first? Where the fuck is Yosuga? Is he just sitting over there on the deck like, this is interesting? I don't know what's happening, but like, I mean, I know they're on my property and like, I should stop them, but like, at the same time, whatever. Like, why is there no one here? Kanan, just stop already! Or he can't see them. He's like, what are they all doing out there under the tree? That's so cute. Look, Kaina's napping and they're having a lovely chat. Like, you're not gonna get away with this! Why worry when the darkness will kill us all anyway? You don't die in the darkness unless that's when, like, the Lovecraftian monsters come out, and then when it's dark, and then if it's always dark, then you're bound to... Then yeah, okay. But, like, you know. Ugh. I knew from the very beginning, although if you never had the sun out, shit would get hinky, kind of. Like, you need the sun, and you need the moon. You need them both. You can't, like, you can live without the sun for a certain point, and then it's like, well, now all our plants are dying because they don't have the light of the sun, and then we're all going to go insane because we don't have any sun, and like, yeah, so, I mean, eventually. Yeah, but I knew from the very beginning, no words would ever sway Kanan. He felt no worry, no fear. He felt no fear of death and no hope for life. Olympia, you asked me a moment ago what my motive was. To end it all. I am an arrogant person, so I wish to destroy the world where I'll never find happiness. Kanan, you could just throw yourself into the ocean and let the world be, and then just go kill yourself. I mean, he wants to just kill everyone in this world, and it's like, listen, I don't think suicide's the answer here, Kanan, but, like, for the betterment of everybody involved, like, better you than all of us is all I'm saying. Like, that's a horrible thing to say, but, like, I mean, it's like, we kill Kanan, he kills himself, he kills all of us. I don't know, anyway, as long as he's gone and we're all still here, whatever happens, happens, right? Kanan! Now then, I should finish this. Oh! Did he just shoot Kaina? There was a puff of smoke and then red splatter. It was actually kind of a cool, like, little transition-y thing if you weren't watching. Kaina! Red blood came seeping from Kaina's stomach. This is the good ending? The petals on the ground were dyed in red. Thank you for being my test subject, dear brother. After all, I've never shot an actual person before. God, poor Kaina, he loved you. It looks like he can kill people. Stop. Not them. You should thank your dear little brother. I've made it so that you can get her right away. What? Enjoy meeting your soulmate in hell. Hearing the sound of the gunshot, there were sounds of footsteps approaching in the corridor. It was only a matter of time before Yosuga showed up. Yeah, but what's he gonna do against a gun? But is Kanan gonna stay here until then? I mean, you can hear footsteps in the corridor. 3 hours later. I mean, how long does it take him to get here? So, What next, Tokasada? I'll ask you again. Do you want to go now or later? The blood that slowly spread across Kaina's clothes was so red that I could hardly think. I wanted to save Kaina, but that gun was pointed right at us. That katana of yours won't reach me from there. It's too bad. Let's start with you then, Tokasada. I'd rather like to see her wallow in the despair of losing her love. He pointed the gun at Tokasada. You'd think there would have been a bad ending like here, but yet no, the bad endings happened before this. Huh. Kanan, stop! Run, now! I can't leave you behind! Just run! I said to keep you safe, so... Suddenly a small white thing ran across the ground between my feet. Huh? Lord Tokasada! Fucking Paris. I was like, we didn't bring Daifuku with us, but could you imagine? Nice. Prepare yourself! Tokasada! Now I know. My role on this island is to protect her. The boldness in his voice stunned me for a moment. I'm foolish and weak. I can't put the blame all on you. But still, if you dare try to harm her, I won't let you get away. The white mice. I knew they'd never come to me. Paris used to live here in Yomi. Lousy rats. Paris and Tokasada were both staring at Kanan. I really wish Paris were like sitting on his shoulder. He's so fucking cute. Kanan, your articles gave both her and me a lot of trouble, but so many people look forward to each new edition. Without your newspapers, the vendors would go hungry. And you think I care if I'm going to die? We're both against the executions. Kanan, you held me back when I first arrived on this island. I don't want to see you dead. I mean, I kind of do. But like, alright, I guess I'm not a good person. Whatever. No matter what happens, I want to see you live. Mind your own business. You're right. What I'm doing is probably just causing even more problems. Yeah, literally, because he's going to cause more problems if you let him live. But I don't want to kill you, and I don't want to see you dead. Seen my share of deaths in my previous life. I know life will be hell for you from now on. Even so, I don't want to see anyone die in front of my eyes. Call it arrogance or hypocrisy, but I don't want to lose you. Unfortunately for you, my personal tastes don't skew toward men. That is such a fucking Bungo Stray Dogs line. Holy shit. Oh my god. Same here. But please live so you can write another pompous article about my wedding with her. You and Olympia. Pink petals fluttered in the air above them. I suppose I can do that, if I'm still alive. The title will be Countdown to Their Divorce. What a pompous bitch. Really? That was the way it ends? I mean, there's always an after chapter, but that was literally the end? Fruits of happiness. That's kind of awkwardly weird it's just like, he's like, ugh! It just kind of resolved a little, I mean, look, I don't want it to take 6 hours to resolve where they're like, bad, and then talking about everything, you're like, are you gonna fight or some shit? Like, it's been an hour. But at the same time, it's like, he's got the gun, I'm gonna kill you, and then all of a sudden Toka's like, yeah, you know what, let's not do this, and you should go write more articles and shit, and he's like, yeah, okay. What? What? What just... Huh? Okay, sure. Now then, I assume you both know why you've been summoned here. It had been a week since the incident. The day of the trial had finally arrived. Could it be because I drew a weapon on Lord Doma? Did such a horrible thing happen to you, Doma? God, Doma's so hot. Every time he like, I remember what he looks like, but then he shows up on screen and it's almost like I forgot. And it's like, God, I mean, Jesus. Tokasada's sense of humor did test my patience. Like, and she thinks that Doma's a dick, and Doma's over here like, stupid kid joking around, and they're like, oh, ha ha ha, and they're like, wait, what? Doma is always on our side. Why does she hate him? I don't understand. See, this is one of those things. It's like everybody being like, Tokusata's so great. You know what? I don't like some of the things that he said, and it just felt weird to me. And I know that it's just how I interpreted it. But, like, if it was a love interest I liked, like, we had this conversation, right? If it was someone I liked, I'd be like, whatever, bitch. But, like, okay, you know? But because I'm not into Tokusata, when he says things, I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, no, I don't like that. You know? Like, it's different. So I feel like there's so many people, God, Doma's such a dick, like, whatever, that are literally feel like Olympia does. And yet me, I'm like, look, he's so good. He's such a good boy. Am I like the only person who sees Doma and isn't just like, he's hot, but also like, he's totally on our side. Like, he's always helping us. Like, he does it with such a bitchy attitude, but I feel like that's a cover. Like, it's just like, I have resting bitch face, so I just figure everybody thinks I'm grumpy and angry, so I'll just be grumpy and angry, but like, inside, cinnamon roll. If Doma says so, then it needs no further discussion. So be it, Tokusata. No, this is no good. I'm prepared to pay for what I've done. Tsuneho sent me a letter of apology. He asked that we destroy the letter in which he requested permission to execute Tokusata and punish him instead. Is that what happened back then? Forgive my interruption. A messenger from Lord Tsuneho of the Green has arrived. But this is wrong. I need to... Slaps him. Shut up. Tsuneho is also elected to step down from his position as leader of the Green. What? He has expressed regret over his actions and for burdening you all this time. That's not true. Lord Tsuneho has done nothing wrong. I'm the one solely at fault here. Tsuneho named you as the next leader. After a lengthy discussion, we have come to the decision to accept Tsuneho's request. Wait, I'm unfit for such a role. There must be someone better around. Are you saying you will disobey Tsuneho's earnest request? I did not think you were such a cold-hearted son. Did he just say son? We understand you are 17 and the youngest to ever become a leader on this island. But our eyes are not clouded to what is of true value. You and the Maiden of the White wish to effect positive change on this island. Is anything else required to become the next leader? Lord Jigen walked toward the breathless and silent Tokusata. Tokusata's like, no, punish me! Do whatever. And they're like, we're trying to help you. Yeah, but like, bitch, shut up! This is why we don't let you defend yourself, Tokusata. Tokusata, I give you this. Is this a seed of some kind? It is the seed of a peach tree. Tokusata and I looked at each other, completely at a loss as to what Jigen meant by the gesture. I love persimmons, but peaches are good too. Why not raise it so we can trade one day? Sure? Peaches? Why peaches? In spite of our confusion, Lord Jigen gave a satisfied smile. Do not be in a hurry to see results. A peach tree does not bear fruit in a single day. Ah. Lord Jigen, take root on the island along with this seed, and live in good health with the Maiden of the White. Tokusata stared at the peach seed in his hand for a moment, then ran toward Doma. I hope he hugs him. I want a CG of, like, Tokusata just, like, fucking hugging. I imagine Doma's very tall, and, like, Tokusata's not. So, like, Tokusata would just be, like, his head would just be up to, like, Doma's chest, and Doma would be like, the fuck is happening? Like, it would just be adorable. Tokusata! Please punish me, Lord Doma! Punish me, Doma. I mean, it's been bad. I can't help it, the man's hot. Look at him, Jesus. Also, it is very hot in here because my hoodie's on, but like when I sit over here to do recordings, it gets very warm in this corner. So like, it's not helping that Doma's hot, so. You shouldn't turn a blind eye to what I did. I'm a rebel, no doubt. If you wish to repent, take your place as leader of the Green and bring your people prosperity. You two? Why are you both treating me like this? Because Doma is a good boy. Look at him. He's got such a sweet, earnest face. Because there's been no one else with the strength to face me with their sword in hand. And then, like, look at him now. He's like, I like it. Doma likes it when people try to fight him. Wait, that doesn't sound good. Why, I cannot wait to see how you do. Elder sister. Tokusata, It's your duty as Suneho's son to heed his will. Elder sister gracefully moved her fan. I also do not care for saints in my midst. I find the most reliable are those who have attempted to kill someone before. You're not surprising, actually. Is this really the time for a joke like that? Well then, who do you name as the next leader of the Green? Huh? You heard what Doma said. If you wish to repent, your penance has been assigned. Tokasada quickly dried his tears, then gave them a deep bow. Lord Doma, I wish to express my apologies to you for troubling you because of my lack of maturity. I'm truly sorry. Amakusa Shiro Tokasada, will never forget what I've done. And I'll give my very self to this island as leader of the Green. I understand that I lack adequate experience, so I must humbly request your guidance. Oh my god, we're going to Doma daycare. The bold expression on Tokasada's face brought tears to my eyes. I know this is very brazen of me, but I wish to make a statement as the new leader of the Green. Please consider the abolishment of executions on this island. Hey, we got one more person on our corner now. Tokasada! Not only for the Hazushi, but for all those who may have sinned, I beg for your mercy. Lord Jigen is surely aware that I was once executed in my homeland beyond the ocean, but I was able to find a new life and a new role here on this island. Please give another chance to others who may have sinned. Do we ever find out if Kain is dead or not? Tokasada, I understand that you must feel such compassion for these people, but your request is not a simple matter. I'm well aware. But no changes can be made if I simply gave up on things that weren't simple matters. No, let me correct myself. Though I requested this as leader of the Green, it was the woman beside me who made me see its importance. Tokasada smiled at me. This is our wish, one that I hope to see come to fruition. Tokasada, with each change comes new changes to be enacted in the future. We both would like to face them one by one. Tokasada's right. We'll do our best. We'll do everything we possibly can. True. It is certainly rather unfair that only we are given the opportunity to start over. Lord Jigen? We cannot answer you now, but we shall consider it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Doma, Shura, do you look forward to the arrival of the peaches? So long as the tree is not left to wither. I'd not care to eat any sour peaches. Be sure to grow them properly. As you wish. This part might go a little long because I feel like at this point, there's no point in stopping. This is the last chapter, so. Oh my god! Okay. They're both adorably cute, adorable. They're adorable children, but I love seeing frickin' Daifuku in Paris. Look at Paris is so fucking cute with his giant fucking rabbit ears. Okay, Daifuku looks like a bear mouse, and Paris is like a bunny mouse. They're fucking adorable. Oh my god, I love them so much. I'm distracted by the mice. It's still a super cute CG though. I can't wait. When we harvest the peaches, we can use them to make Olympia soda. What a great idea! I'll pray for the tree to grow lots of them. I am glad to see Lord Tokasada finally root himself to this island. Now I can serve him with a new peace of mind.
I'm sure the two of them will live happily together.
Oh, looks like Paris and Daifuku are talking to each other. Come to think of it, how did Paris know where you were, Tokasada? I am not the type to get lost like my brother. I came after you the moment I sensed something was amiss. Thank you, Paris. You're a real lifesaver. Nothing to it. I'm glad Kaina's gonna be alright. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness Yosuga tended him so quickly. As for Kana, I'm sure Lord Jigen and the others will consider his situation. Let's trust our elders. We should pray for him too. It was the first thing I thought of in any situation. There wasn't a deeper meaning to what I said, but Tokasada stared at me intently. Thank you for helping me take root on this island. Huh? Where did that come from? I caused a whole lot of trouble. If you hadn't been there, I probably would have drowned myself then. Tokasada lightly traced the moist dirt. I wasn't able to hear God's voice. But I'll be fine as long as I can hear yours, sis. Tokasada... Despite the bright sunny day, I felt like crying. His eyes sparkled as they looked straight at me. rebel. I gave a lot of thought to what Kanan said, but I can never just turn a blind eye. I can't either. As leader of the Green, I need to learn more about this island. And I'm gonna do what I can to change things, but... just to make sure, can I ask you again? About what? Lord Jigen said for us to live in good health together, but... are you alright with that? Me? Of course I am. Really? Thank God. Wait, why would you even ask that? Well, oh my god, Tokusada, are you pregnant? Fuck. She runs. You know, back then, I, sort of forced it out of you. Vivid memories of what happened that night rushed back to mind. I could even recall Tokusada's warmth and the sensation of his fingers and lips. That was surprising, but it was what I wanted. So you won't be angry if I kiss you now? Not at all, and I won't punch you either. There's a lot... Look at the mice! You're like, oh, it's so cute, it's a kiss. Look at look at Daifuku and Paris. Oh, the best part of the CG. I love you. We'll be able to enjoy all the peaches we want from now on. We can go swimming and look for things on the shore. We'll have to go back to that cafe in the cave and go swimming at the waterfall, too. There's so many fun things to do. Even if things aren't always fun, I'm sure we can overcome anything together. Of course. We'll be together forever. I love... Paris's face is the funniest. I can't even. My dear, precious soulmate. You'll never need to drift through the waves ever again. This is like a touching moment, but I'm just cracking the fuck. I can't. Paris's face is hilarious. I gotta be honest, I am glad that is like the last CG of his route, because that is the best fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. Wait, this is just... oh, this is... wait, that's not what I wanted. Treasures is our thing. Memories is our... photos, I'm guessing. But I think short story... whoops. I went to the wrong... I hit the wrong button. Short stories is our things. So that was Riku. Those are Riku's. A silly question, Tokusada has 2. Right, because after a bad ending, we get 1. Okay, I think what we did Riku's introduction after his good ending, didn't we? He does have 2 bad endings. And we're a little under time. So I guess what we can do is we'll do the introduction, Tokusada's introduction, and then we'll do the other ones after his bad endings. But anyway, the introduction, it's kind of embarrassing to be introducing myself again. And I spoke about my family in Japan already, so I'll just keep my introduction focused on after I arrived on Tengu Island. My name is Amakusa Shiro Tokusada. It's a long name, so my friends just call me Tokusada. I'm of the Green, and I recently became their leader. I was born on March 14th, and I heard my zodiac sign is Pisces. That fish really is cute, isn't it? Oh, Pisces? My favorite food used to be mint chocolate ice cream, but now it's the cream soda I drink with her. Oh, that's a drink, isn't it? If it's food, I like everything they serve at Yosuga's place. I found out there are lots of delicious dishes and sweets in this world that I never knew about. I have a white mouse. His name is Paris. He's really well-mannered, smart, and kind. Yeah, he really is. My pastime? Praying? Wait, that's not right. Translations? That's more of a job. I know, looking for things. That's a pastime for sure. I'm with her a lot nowadays, so it's fun going out searching for things. Anything at all, whether it's driftwood or seawood. Seaweed. Wow, I was like, driftwood or seawood? What, isn't that? Driftwood is seawood. Seawood is driftwood. Seaweed. I'm just happy that I get to stroll around the beach with her chatting about stuff. Next, my childhood? To be honest, I was only allowed to play on the beach when I was really little. And there was no end in sight to the famine, and the persecution against us Christians was getting worse by the day, so I couldn't be a normal kid. I had to stand in front of the masses as heaven's messenger to deliver Deus's words. And I still remember the blue of the ocean in Amakusa. It was much darker and greener than the ocean here. I'll never go back to that. that ocean, though. But the Padres I spoke with told me that the ocean connected all parts of the world. Which is why I'm sure the ocean here is connected to the ocean of Amakusa. Next is, huh? What I'm confident about? You mean personality or body-wise? But, I know, it's not really either, but my handwriting. She tells me it looks beautiful. People used to praise me for it too, back when I was still learning. That's something I can be confident about, right? And the soap I use is made with honeysuckle. It's a specialty of the Green District. People of the Green are really skilled at making things. It's a little sweet and refreshing, and it makes me feel good when I use it. I also like that the scent doesn't have a strong aroma. My favorite place on the island is the waterfall, and I have fond memories of being there with her. But I love that ocean too, and I also love her hideout. It's alright if I bring that up, right? Next is, huh? Favorite female body part? Do I really need to answer this? Well, if it's about her, everything. If I had to choose one, though, I guess it'd be her lips. Her lips are the perfect shape and size. And they're really soft, too. They're also sweet and hot and... Huh? What in the world am I saying? But it's true that I like her lips. When I look at them, I can't stop myself from... Huh? I didn't mean that. It's not like I just kiss her whenever I want. I'm a modest, moral, reasonable man. But I'm not as good at it as I'd like to be. I can't seem to create the proper mood for it. For what? Most of the time it just happens. Or rather, she takes the initiative. I can't seem to stop myself when things start. I just get so happy whenever she's around. It's only natural that I get carried away, right? Could you not talk about our sex life with, random person over here? Am I supposed to be talking about this in an introduction? I feel like we went off on a tangent at some point. Yeah. Well, the most important part of my introduction is that I love her. Please make sure you write that down. It's cute. I like how it's an introduction to Tokasada after you've met Tokasada. But we'll do the silly question, and then we'll do the whatever one comes after the bad ending, just like we did with Riku, so... Hello, Akasa. Hello, teeny tiny Akasa. Like a little baby Akasa down there. Bye, Akasa. Tokasada. So here we go. There's that first one. Like, she does have scary doll eyes and, no eyebrows. It is a little weird in some CGs. Freaking out about the spoon. But then when they do ones like this, he does look really good in them. It's could you have made him like this all the time, though? That's just my gripe. Because, but the CGs, some of his CGs, these later ones, are, so good. They're so beautiful. There was 3 on that one. Oh, there's 6 of this one. I just don't know how many there are, and unfortunately, I hate how it doesn't just... You can't just skip through this one. It doesn't go back to the beginning or stop, so then you can switch. It goes right to the guide. So, A goes back to the guide. I hate that. I just don't like it when that happens. I just wish they didn't code it like that. You know what I mean? A should just... If you keep going A, instead of switching CGs, if there's nothing left to do, it just stops. And then you either have to bit back, or then you could switch left-right, There was a lot going on this one. You got a lot of kissy CGs. He does look so little, but I still do like this one. This one is actually a really good one. It's pretty, I think there was only those 3. Oh no, there's 4 on this one. He so doesn't look like Tokasada in this one though. In just this version of the CG. Girl, getting inappropriate. And then this one, it's it does not look like... He still has sort of Tokasada little baby face, but then you're that body just does not... So it breaks my brain a little bit. It is a beautiful CG, though. And I do like how their crosses like get tangled together. Can I dye your hair again? Such a line. I can't. And like this one, like look at him. He does not look like Tokusada at all in this. You were like, who are you and why weren't you in the game? Cause like shit. Like, he is pretty in this CG, so like... Oh, that's actually true, because, like, yeah, she said it was, like, going back, and it's like, oh, yeah, it does get a little bit lighter and on the ends. Huh. Okay. God damn it, Kanon. I'm proud that he stood up for himself. He's still not my favorite. Like, but I don't think he was a bad character at all. But, it's just, you know, the lolly boy thing, I can't. Like... Again, Daifuku and Paris, like, distract me on this one. That's cute, though. I was sitting there with my eyes on Paris waiting for this, but, like, look at it! I mean, like, Daifuku's hilarious, too, because he's, like, blushing beet red, but, like, I don't know why Paris's face is so funny. I just want that. I just want that little freaking face on a sticker. I just need to, like... Oh my god, it's the funniest fucking thing, and I would just, like, laugh hysterically. I don't know why it's so funny. It's so good. Anyway, so, the thing is like, he's got some pretty CGs, but they're all with her, and they're all inappropriate. Or we have the we just met him, and, like, but, like, I think I actually, no, I like this one. With them together, that's not like, oh, hi, a sexy CG. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me that wrong. The one where they're in bed together, he's the most beautiful in that one. Like the next, like, after the fact when their hair's all green, it's like, you were, like, beautiful in this one. Like, why couldn't you have looked like this through the whole game? You know, even in this, like, he still has a youthfulness to him, but he doesn't look 12. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you can still do it, but I know it defeats the purpose, and they wouldn't be the frickin' lolly boys, and, like, people like lolly boys, and I just don't get it. But then again, I'm sure there are people who don't understand, like, why do you love Doma? Listen, have you seen that, bitch? But anyway, that's that. That was Tokusada's good ending. And we will get the 2 bad endings, and then we'll read the 2 after stories, because we'll get an after story after the bad ending, and then we have that other one. So we'll be doing that in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.